Good evening and welcome to another episode of Clearly Ambiguous. Now, I'm sure by the title you would have understood what we are going to speak about. We are first and foremost going to equivocally condemn what happened in Pahalgam today. It's cowardly, it is dastardly, it is heinous to attack uh, tourists and small business owners supporting those tourists by assault rifles. I don't think so. And no matter how much you are motivated to fight against whom, this is actually a terrorist attack and it has to be condemned, which is what most people are doing. And also, we have to condemn not only the attack itself, but the ideology that goes behind such attacks. Now, the reason I thought I probably should be speaking about this is because we are all angry, and if we are angry, we should speak about this. Because we see news like this coming in, and then we speak about it for some time, and sometimes we do not even like this has this is probably just another attack, as many others. And in recent past, pilgrims have been targeted, and others have been targeted. Civilians and non-residents of the state have been targeted based on their religious beliefs. But at those points, we probably did get angry about it. We watched the news channels and everything, and we watched those debates happen, and everybody, there was a call to action, this should be done, that should be done. And yes, of course, our politicians, obviously, the ones who are in power, have said that they'll take action and everybody will be brought to justice and the perpetrators will be dealt with in the harshest possible terms. Uh, yes, the perpetrators. My problem with this is that you can bring about the perpetrators to justice, but they are merely foot soldiers of ideologues who probably sit under layers of protection, of power, money, state, international, national boundaries, so on and so forth. And while we'll probably put these people to justice and will be dealt by law, uh, would it make an impact on those who promote such ideologies? And uh, until unless they are in no fear of any action directly against them, they would probably prepare just more foot soldiers and send them across and do something like this. I know might be sounding defeatist, but that's what happens. And already, if you see the debates that start happening on our media channels and so on and so forth, uh, the statements which are given are very carefully orchestrated, that you probably condemn it enough, but you do not end up saying something because it might go across as a message which is probably. Point is, if you right now are choosing to pick your words carefully, right? While you see, we expect from the people who are actually in power to say things in the harshest possible terms on both sides of the divide. Right? What has happened to those families and those people who have gone there, and it has impacted them for the rest of their life, and this is going to scar. Why isn't this scarring our common conscience? Right? Somebody is saying that, probably the government's not doing enough. What more should the government do? See, the government, I understand the government is probably trying its best to have certain foreign policies. Because if you see, in recent times, we have improved our relations with the OIC countries, so that they can probably put some pressure on our neighbor. And I'm going to avoid names as far as possible today, because we all know the names. Right? I'm sure whoever is listening to me right now would be able to understand who am I pointing out and who am I mentioning without even mentioning their name. So we've been trying to improve our relations with certain countries, so that because they have a certain relationship with a certain neighbor that we have, they might be able to emphasize the point that, listen, hang on. There are certain things that you're doing probably are not good, and stop doing those. But do they say that in enough words? We are probably trying to mount a monetary pressure. If we are making our economy stronger, while their economy weakens and weakens. But to somebody to whom it does not matter if their economy suffers or not, if it does not matter if they are condemned by the entire world, because it makes no difference to them, because all they want is just support something of an idea which says that, and they'll not stop till the idea of India as such is defeated. And what are we supposed to do with it? See, we are all demanding action right now. We will probably get a hold of, because, see, we have to have faith in our security forces. They deal with these idiots all the time, and they'll probably bring them to what they deserve. But do you think that these people operate in a vacuum? While you have somebody who should probably be delivering responsible speeches to his diaspora, he is trying to tell them that they should indoctrinate their children of a superior being that they are, a superior belief system that they are. It is absolutely, right now I would like to scream and shout, but my screaming and shouting, is it going to make a difference? But yes, if we collectively do scream and shout about it, it probably will make a difference, and we should. We should condemn this. All of us should. To those who see things happening in distant countries and end up saying all eyes there and all eyes here, all eyes right now in this nation collectively should be on what happened. To those people who have been given this hope that, everything's okay, go, enjoy yourself. Tourism is happening. Support the state economy. And why target tourists? Why target tourists? Because, see, please understand that all these attacks do not happen just because they wanted to do something right there. Because no, they wanted to supply a greater message to the story that has been created, that we've tried to create, that, there is peace in the valley, tourism's happening, development's happening, everything's going back to normal. Even people on the other side would like to join us, and we would probably be getting hold of them as soon as possible, and everything's going good. See, every time we thump our chest over the fact that, everything's going good, because you had the US Vice President there who's probably hinting that we are probably going to have better leverage in forming a trade deal with the United States. Something like this happens. So it is there to send a message. But have we received the message loud and clear is what I ask. And what are we going to do about it? Are we just going to tweet about it? Are we just going to say, you know what? While we are getting divided into smaller groups based on language, based on our caste or things like that. This is what's happening. So we'll have to somehow find it in ourselves, within ourselves, to condemn it, to make noise about it, and demand action. And we need action. We need action not only on the foot soldiers. We need action on those ideologues who keep propagating this without a penalty. Because they're hiding behind layers and layers and layers of things. It is, I don't know. There is so much to say. There's so much I would love to say, and I go really nuts about saying right now. But, we live in a world where if I go too bonkers or mentioning things, probably my video might not see life of day. So what are we supposed to do? What we are supposed to do right now is talk about it. Because you will have some people who are not across border, who are within this border, who will say, you know what, we should probably be talking to them, we should probably be giving their film stars the opportunity to work in our industry, because look at them, poor old them, they need work. Why? If they are such good at their craft, why don't they probably go work somewhere else? Why do they have to come work here? Right? If you ask any of them, whether it's their sportsmen, whether it's their artists, and any one of them, they believe in the fact that, they believe in what their army chief said a few days back. But when it comes to doing business, when it comes to earning from us, we should be magnanimous enough to accept them. Awesome. Anyway, so I hope my prayers and my condolences to whoever's lost a dear one in today's cowardly act. And it's time for us and our government to think that it's been going on too long. Can we do something to those people who are hiding behind layers and layers of things and they keep propagating a narrative which keeps building these foot soldiers who come in the name of, don't even need to mention, because I think everybody knows it. When is it going to be enough? So that's my time today. That's all I wanted to say. There is a lot more I would like to say, but so what we need to understand is that what we need to defeat is the ideology. That's what we need to go against. We have tried squeezing the money, we have tried squeezing diplomacy, we have tried marginalizing everything. But what is it bringing us? And as we become more and more prosperous, and as we write a better story of progress for our country, we will always have somebody who's going to have a problem with us. And we'll have to deal with them in very tough terms to say that, you know what, if you have a problem with us and you're going to cause us problem, we will cause you a lot of hurt. And that's what we should be doing right now. So anyways, that's it for me for tonight. I hope everybody out there as well. Let's pray for those who have lost their lives and their dear ones today in this cowardly act, and let's condemn it in the harshest of words possible. That's it from me. Bye for now.